Welcome back, 3-day weekend. We got a machine down, old Dwight, one of the aces. Kid was driving it last night, just up on the local trails here, meeting some friends of ours in the dark, and his headlights went out, but it was still running. But once we shut it off and I tried to restart it, it wouldn't start. So I checked and we're popping a fuse. Put a different fuse in, popped it again, so there's something wrong with the wiring. So I have the wiring diagram, my multimeter, and we're gonna take a look at this machine, see if we can get it running again. We went through a few fuses trying to troubleshoot. I thought maybe the headlight had shorted out, so we shut the headlights off, put the fuse in. No, that wasn't it. Taillights, I tried a couple different things, but I could not keep a fuse from popping. Every time I put a fuse in, she pops. So it's supposed to go right there. It's the lights start fuse, 20 amps, right there. I went in and looked at the wiring diagram, which are hard to read. You know, there's so much going on. But if you draw it out and simplify, it's really not that bad. So you've got the fuse. The pin coming out is 15. It's a red wire with the yellow stripe. It hits a splice, which it calls the light's rear splice. Hits both tail lights. And then this one goes up and hits the light's front splice. Feeds both headlights. And the brake pressure switch. So we have something wrong with that circuit there. Now I'm going to hook up my trusty old multimeter and see if I can get a tone on the short, and we'll go from there. Yeah, this is a dead short. I got her jammed in there, touching negative, and it's a hard short. So I think I should disconnect headlights first. Oh, this is going to be tricky with one hand. Okay, it wasn't that headlight. Or that headlight. Or that bulb. Oh. Well, I wish I had started here. I don't know what he ran into, but it ripped the wires right out of the plug. Huh. I wonder if we can get those back in there. I don't know what the odds are that whatever he hit could pull it out so clean. But I really just had to pull the lock out of it. This guy, which popped out with a screwdriver, and shove all the wires back in. And now that they're back in, I'll just put this back in place. Like that. And then I should be able to just plug it right back in. And that should fix it. But I'm out of 20 amp fuses, so I gotta go in the house, grab some more 20 ampers. I pulled them out of other things, random, like one just says drive. My short is going off again. I should be good though. Yeah, one said drive, one was a spare, and then of course the original, so 3 fuses. So I'm gonna go replace all those. Put a 15 in there. So apparently I'm out of 20s, but it should work just for testing. I'm gonna turn the key on. You guys watch for any sparks down there. I'm gonna turn the key on. Does it look good? Maybe? Do I have a tail light? I do not have a tail light. Did it pop again? Fuse is good. Okay, it didn't pop. They're on now. I just had to push the fuse in a little bit more. Must not have made a good contact, or maybe I boogered it up a little bit when I jammed that probe in there. Ow, let's see if it starts now. Hey! Alright, now we gotta check engine light. I wonder what that's on there for. I remember how to read codes on this. I'm gonna have to look that up real quick. See what we have going on. I have a code. That one? Yeah, you can see it. 520207 is the front wheel drive circuit is open or grounded. Obviously it's open because I stole the fuse from it last night. So it's barking at me about that. I put a new fuse in it. Everything looks okay on that end, but I still have a check engine light. So I don't know if it's a certain number of cycles or should I disconnect the battery terminals, touch them to each other, and try to clear the codes manually that way. Still thinking about it. Give me a minute. It just went out. I was seriously backing it up so I could go down to the house to get tools to disconnect the battery. I had it in 4-wheel drive. The light was on here. But as soon as I started moving, check engine light went out. Seriously, I made it that far. So we fixed it. Alright. I had the kid come out. We verified the taillight is functioning properly, so I just reseated all those plugs, cleared the short, and everyth's fine. What are the odds something could rip it out so clean and leave them in such a way that they were shorted? I did not expect that easy of a fix, I guess. But we'll take what we can get. So that's the error code, and that's what I did to fix it. And I thank you very much for coming on this journey. I like fixing up these little aces and everything. Everything I do, these aces, or the Pro, or Lightning, even a Wildcat back there. I haven't had that one out in a while. We have playlists for all of them, so whichever one you like, or all of them, shop days, you name it, we have playlists for them. I want to thank you all so much for watching, especially Patreon members, or if you've joined the channel directly. We really appreciate the support. It keeps the wheels going. You guys are amazing. But thanks again for watching, and I hope I'll see you here for another video on 3-Day Weekend.